Greetings and hope you're having a lovely day with whatever it is that you're doing. Thank you so much to everybody for 5,000 subscribers on the channel. When I started this channel, I didn't even think it would get like 10 subscribers or anything like that. Like, I have such a low bar with what I do, so that anything that exceeds that low bar is a positive in my book. But thank you to all of you for supporting me throughout my endeavors of this channel. Getting to 5k subscribers for me is no small feat whatsoever. Like, I started this channel months ago when it was just boss balloon event videos and stuff like that. Like, that was primarily what I was doing, and I was like, there's this arc of other things that I could do with the channel, like getting like videos of just using 2 towers, or getting the majority of the pops with a single tower with support of lots of other towers and stuff like that. And that's kind of really like what's continued this channel and its growth, and I am thoroughly appreciated for each and every one of you for sticking around and showing me your support in whichever way, shape or form it is. Like, if it's just a like, or if it's just watching the video. Like, just watching the video itself is something I am eternally grateful for each and every one of you. So what you're seeing on screen right now are numerous attempts of me trying to succeed in the Prince of Darkness and Void Adora, Adora 2TC on Resort. It's been proven to be done on logs, but not on Resort. So I've been trying as best as I can to try and come up with a way in order to do this. And to be honest, the best I've been able to do is get from the bad to the Moab layer itself. Never been able to do like just ceramics and stuff like that, or succeeded in this, but the abilities themselves have like a perfect amount of timing, so that when you're just about to get rid of the Moabs from the ZMG layer, the long arm of light disappears and the ball of light disappears as well shortly before then as well, because you need the ball of light to activate about 3 times along with the other things going on the screen in order to pop the bad layer. So the positioning of your undead cursor is also important as well. And I've not tested with the top cross path, but I believe the middle cross path always does more damage because of the water fire aspect, but I'm not too sure about that one, because water fire is stationary, whereas like arcane blast allows the magic to do more damage. But I've even heard like guided magic enables the travel distance in which the zombie balloons travel at is more with the guided magic than without it, so that could also be a factor in and of itself. But anyways, getting back to the topic at hand here, thank you ever so much for all of your support with 5k subscribers throughout the months and years and stuff like that. Well, not years, it's not even been a year since I started this channel, but it's felt like a long time actually, making these videos and seeing everyone's reactions to that. Like, not everyone's reaction will be positive, but I think that's just the thing that comes with having a sizable audience, is that you're naturally going to get some kind of repercussion of that kind of sort. Unintended or intended, but I never intend for it to happen. But it just sort of happens as it comes with the groove of content creation in and of itself. There's always going to be people out there that no matter what you do, no matter how kind you are, no matter how good you are at something, they will always try and find a way to hate you regardless of that. And we just say, thank you for your time, but we're not going to enable your kind of negativity to thrive and sprout throughout the community in and of itself. This is a place for positivity, and constructive criticism given here and there is always important in all of those factors here and there. So back to the pod and Adora 2TC. It's really difficult because of the timing and everything. You need the ball of light in order to pop the bad layer, so it goes down to the DETs and the ZMGs. But the issue with the pod and its skimmer effect, so that it decamouflages balloons, is that the DETs, whenever they kind of enter its radius so that it activates the skimmer effect, it doesn't actually decamouflage them. Like, when it enters its radius to where the pod is like, okay, we'll use the skimmer ability, it doesn't decamouflage any of the 2 or 3 DETs. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, and that's a huge issue. And if Ninja Kiwi enables it so that there's a slight delay when it comes to, okay, so a camo balloon is entering my vicinity, I should hold off just a little bit so that then I can actually decamoufy the target in which I'm trying to decamoufy. Because I think it works on normal balloons, but I think because of the hitbox detection of the DETs, I think you have to hit the very center of the DETs themselves in order for the decamification to happen. But the skimmer is trying to target the outside of the DET, and from there it's not actually doing anything because of the fact that the DET's hitbox is too big for the skimmer to properly take effect, unless of course it's able to try and decamify it a second time. Now, why am I saying this? Is because if you try and pop a bad layer too soon, the DETs just go right through our defenses, and regardless of the timing of the second skimmer, and then you try and sacrifice the pod so that the Adora gets even more power out of that sacrifice. Yes. Regardless if you even have both abilities that activated at a given point in time, the DETs would just sail right through. So that's the issue in which we're having here, and I think it's the main reason as to why a 2-tower chimps with these 2 particular towers on Resort or any other map that is not logs is probably at this point improbable / impossible. I don't want to outright say impossible, because I said other things in the past where I was like, this is impossible, surely no one can do it, and then other people just do it and I get humiliated for it. But this is a test in and of itself to see if a 2TC is possible when you've got everything favored either with or against you. Like Resort with the last like 25% of the track is incredibly against the player, but the first 75% is incredibly with the player because of how the boxes work on the map itself. It's very favorable for towers which attack in a circle, like tack shooters and ice towers. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you once again for all of your support throughout the months. Looking forward to more content in the near future, and looking forward to whenever update 39 drops with the Spirit Walker hero, the map editor, and adjustments to how the paragons work when it comes to like how to get the levels and the understanding of them. Because to be honest, at the moment it's rather elite gated towards the understanding of paragons, and having a simpler method involved when it comes to being able to know how to get a high degree is always more favorable than not. Like the more controversial paragon change that happened a few updates ago was just simply by putting a cap on how many paragons you can have at any given point in time, and Ninja Kiwi wanted to have unique synergies with different paragons. I was like, you can still have the synergies, but just don't have the cap on the paragons themselves. Like, you could do it for boss events and stuff like that, because that is actually a challenge in and of itself. Like, it's not fun having 10 different paragons on the field because you can afford it, because you've got your Banana Central like ultra boost times 10, and Geraldo's just fertilizer down, supported by a Monkey City, etc. stuff like that. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. This outro has gone on for far too long, and I'm sounding a bit low. It's simply because of the fact I've had 2 very long days at work, like early starts and late finishes, and I'm not used to that sort of thing, covering for somebody who is currently unwell. But thank you so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves, people.